Alright, what's going on, guys? It's Valrico here, and today I got some Warhammer 40k Space Marines gameplay. Now, the reason why I'm playing this game is because Part 2 is coming out. I just randomly saw the trailer on YouTube, and I was like, wow. Now that looks like something that I want to play. A traditional multiplayer game. Imagine that. I haven't made a video in a while. I've been gaming. Just been chilling. Gaming. Ain't shit been going on right now either. Like, it's the summer, it's backlog time, you know what it is. Backlog and chilling with the family, going places, whatnot. So ain't really much to talk about, so I just kind of, you know, I'll make a video when I feel like it. But you know, when I'm how would you say, I'm inspired, whatever the fuck. So anyways, this game right here came out in 2011, this first Space Marine game. Now I have a thing to where I want to play. I'm not going to, like, if the game is at part 3, I'm not starting at part 3. I got to start at part 1 and at least play the story, get caught up, and then dive into part 3. So, if I have the ability to. Like, I remember Gears, I started at 4. I never played all the other ones. So, but that was fine because that was a new trilogy. But I did go back and play the Ultimate Edition and part 2, and part 3. And I thought Gears of War Judgment was garbage. I just didn't like the way it was like, yeah, go in this section and fight, and then you get a score at the end, and it's like, this, what's type of, it's just, it wasn't that, it wasn't it. It was they did a disservice to those characters. But with that being said, this game is absolutely fire. I didn't know what to expect in this game. It took me a little bit to get used to it, but for a second I was kind of mad that I was like, why didn't I ever play this game? Why didn't nobody tell me about this game? Like, this shit is actually kind of heat. Like, this, I bet the online for this would have been fun. The problem with this game was nothing to do with the gameplay, or how good it was. The problem was this game came out, I think 15 days before Gears of War 3 came out. And then I think a month before Battlefield 3 came out. Now, those two games are considered, for the most part, you know, it's arguable, it's debatable, but I think Gears 3, for the most part, everybody likes Gears 3. They think it's the best out of the franchise. Overall opinion, you know, they're all three of them are really good games, but a lot of people lean to 3 like that's that shit. When it comes to Battlefield 3, that's my personal favorite Battlefield of all time. That game right there. Fire. That came out a month before this game came out, or a month after this game came out. So nobody was playing this game online, I assume. Like, no, I didn't even hear about it. I didn't know this game existed. Nothing, right? I didn't even know the lore. I've never played a 40k game. None of that. No Warhammer. Nothing. You can't survive that, bro. You're just not gonna. And it did not. They haven't made a new game of this, you know, a sequel to this game, and it went through development hell. Different people, you know, this originally was made by, this is a Sega game. Then this went to Saber Interactive, I believe, who is developing it or publishing it, one or the other. Then they got sold to Embracer Group. Then Embracer Group sold it back to somebody else, and then they finally got their shit back. Like, it was just a whole bunch. It was a mess. I think THQ Nordic's involved in this game, maybe. I don't know. It's just been all over the place. But I saw the trailer for the new game, and I was like, holy, that game looks fire. Fire. Blood and gore everywhere. What I like to see. So, yeah, you can't survive that. So that's why nobody even really knew about this game that much. So I went ahead and picked this up on Steam real quick for a little $15. Play through the story, man. Good game. I'm looking forward to that multiplayer. I think I'm going to go straight to the multiplayer. I don't really care about the horror, co-op, online mode, stuff like that. I'll play it, of course, but I'm going directly to that multiplayer. Finally, somebody is catering an online game to me. Like, it's been a long time. I haven't really played any multiplayer games. The only time I'll play a multiplayer game is when I play Gears 5, or I'll play a little bit of Halo Infinite, or I'll play Battlefield 5. Battlefield 2042, I just don't like it. Bots everywhere. Trash. The matchmaking is terrible. Why don't we have a server browser? Why can't I just avoid bots by joining, you know, 63 out of 64 players like we've been doing back in the day? and it's just joining a server. Like, it's trash. Trash. And it's not really the gameplay. It's the matchmaking. It's just so terrible. You could try to back out and then join another one. You're still going to get a lobby filled with a bunch of bots. Like, I don't want to shoot a bunch of bots. In Gears, if you go into rank, there are no bots. Now, if you play the casual, there may be one bot on each team, you know, or whatever, but they don't really do anything. They're not really, you know, you're killing actual people, and the matchmaking is pretty good on there, so they always get filled anyways. So it's never like you're fighting against 6 bots. Like, it's terrible. I don't like it. I don't like that style. For me personally, I like tacked-on multiplayer. I don't like games that are just focused strictly on multiplayer because they always end up being trash. If you make a good game, add multiplayer to it. I believe that's way easier and way better. Like, this new era of multiplayer games are terrible. I don't want to play Fortnite. I don't want to play Warzone. Call of Duty is just awful now. Like, this last Call of Duty is just absolutely terrible. And we're talking about, I'm a Call of Duty veteran. I played them all. I skipped that one. I actually bought it later and ended up refunding it in 15 minutes because I was like, this is awful. Like, how did you ruin Modern Warfare 3 maps? It's the gameplay. The people designing that multiplayer, they should all be fired. They're terrible. Terrible. But right now we're in this Battle Royale era, so, you know, they're not even focusing on the multiplayer like that. I like to play PvP multiplayer. I don't really want to play Battle Royales. Because if I do, I'll go play the best. I'll go play PUBG. To me, that's the best one. It's janky, but it's still the best one. The rest of these are just, honestly, they're cheap imitations. It's just what it is. Warzone's decent, but it's just like, it don't hit the same, man. It don't hit it'll never hit the same like getting that winner chicken dinner. I mean, that's a different, man. Man, when you you had to be there during the prime of PUBG to understand what was going on, man. That shit was amazing. But the problem is right now is everybody's trying to chase this cheap buck. They're trying to put out a free-to-play game. They're trying to, like, I think I'm a little interested in that Delta Force, but it's just like, I have to see what you do after you release it. Like, the gameplay might be cool, but your tactics after the fact is what ruins your multiplayer and destroys your fan base. Like, and you know, I'm a little cautious with Space Marine. I want to see what they do with this. Like, I don't fully trust them. I don't trust anything now at this point. Like, I'm to the point where I don't really play multiplayer games anymore because they're not good. They're not. X-Defiance decent, you know. These games are decent games. And so, you know, I've just been ducking them. Like, I just ain't even got, like, I've been playing Outer Worlds. I played Elden Ring DLC. I played Back 4 Blood. You know, I'm playing all these I played that raggedy ass Saints Row game that came out 2 years ago, and that was more entertaining than any of these multiplayer games because they're either hacked up, half-baked, or just cheap imitations of the previous one. So it's the same thing over and over. And this is the first time with this Space Marines I'll go, oh, this is unique gameplay. There's some melee. You have to execute people to get your health back. You can get a jetpack and jump around, fly around a melee, and that shit. I'll probably put some clips in this video of it, or you can see me flying around and meleeing people everywhere. Like, it's fire. Something unique, something brand new we ain't seen. You know. So I'm ready for it, man. I can't wait for this game to come out. It's a day one for me. You know, there's mad, if you never heard about this game, there's mad actual gameplay. That's another thing they don't do. They don't ever put out actual gameplay no more. They just put out teaser trailers. Now, there's gameplay of the campaign, of the co-op campaign, which I think is something totally different. And then you have the PvP multiplayer. Like, this game right here, man. I'm excited. This actually went to the top of my list of the games I'm most excited for this coming winter because it sets itself apart from everybody else. Like, obviously we're gonna get Call of Duty this year. It's gonna be, looks like it's gonna be pretty good, pretty cool. It's gonna be cool or whatever, but it ain't gonna be like this we've already went down this road before. It's gonna be more the same. They can't really do much different. You know, they changed the movement a little bit. Wow, it's gonna be like Black Ops Cold War, you know, which ain't a bad game, but it's gonna be cool, you know. But with this is what, you know, this is a whole new experience. Everybody's gonna be coming in fresh. Nobody knows what's going on, you know. Most people didn't play the first game at all, and they're gonna be coming into the second one, checking it out, man. Them graphics, man, whew, man. I think it might be on Unreal 5. Man, that thing, boy. Whew. I don't think it's on the Havoc engine. I think it's on Unreal. I'd have to go look it up, but with that being said, what do you think about this Space Marines? Are you getting it? You checking it out? Let me know in the comments section. Hit the like button. And also, tell me what you think about these multiplayer games now. Am I tripping? Or are they all just not good? Cheap imitations. Hit the like button, the subscribe button. Twitter.com/Valrico. YouTube.com/Valrico. And I'm out of this bitch. Peace.